Here locally, we are tracking a few things. Yes, we are still watching the tropics, but there's also a few isolated storms popping up this afternoon. And then, as I mentioned at the top of the newscast, we also have this area to monitor in the Caribbean Sea. Since we do have active weather in the area, though, right this moment, why don't we start here with a look at NBC2 First Alert Live Doppler radar. Has some downpours popping up here just to the north, really now, of Coconut Point, where the mall is, over backyards in Estero. It really picking up from Corkscrew Road and going northward along Ben Hill Griffin. That would put it over like where Gulf Coast Town Center is and at the FGCU campus. An hour's lapse of the radar shows moving basically right along Interstate 75 northbound, so headed toward areas like Gateway and near the International Airport and parts of South Fort Myers as all that rain continues to move toward the north. Outside of that, though, the coverage is a little bit on the isolated side today. We don't expect region-wide severe weather, but at least over the next 4 or 5 hours, we will have to leave in the opportunity of at least a few additional showers and thunderstorms. There's not a ton of wind outside today, so any rain that does pop up isn't going to move quite as fast like with the rain bands that came through with the hurricane. So we do expect everything to kind of move at a slower pace as compared to last week, as there's not quite as much wind around to push things around. Looks like prime opportunity for any additional showers or thunderstorms would move through late afternoon, and then a lot of the data now is suggesting things quiet down after we get past the sunset hour later on tonight. In the forecast tomorrow, we still leave in the opportunity for some rain, but it does look it'll be even more isolated tomorrow as compared to today. But the temperatures again will be up and above the average for the first day of October, hitting 92 degrees tomorrow in areas like Fort Myers and Cape Coral. You can see on the Futurecast depiction of tomorrow's weather, again, isolated shower or two is in there, but we don't expect to see buckets and buckets of rain, as overall more of us will stay dry when it comes to rain tomorrow as compared to seeing some showers and thunderstorms. Let's talk tropics for a little bit here. As I mentioned before a few times to you, it's this part of the Western Caribbean and the southern Gulf of Mexico that once again is being monitored for the chance of development. It's the same area that Helene formed in the not terribly distant past. We mentioned earlier how the development odds in the next 2 days have been raised to 10%, while the opportunity in the next 7 days have been held steady at 40%. It's important to remember that even though Helene moved across the eastern Gulf of Mexico, there is still an abundance of warm water. This is a water temperature anomaly map. So the darker the red, the warmer the temperatures are as compared to average, and the darker the blue, the cooler the water is as compared to average for today's date. And as you can see here, despite what Helene did, there's still ample warm water across the Caribbean and the Gulf of Mexico. The forecast models have disagreements on how strong and when it tries to develop something. So even if this was, to say, just a disorganized, sloppy system, it does look like we would have the possibility of seeing some significant rain from it. So still more question marks than answers right now as to what to expect from that area between the Caribbean and the Gulf of Mexico. But if we are to see local impacts from it, it looks like, based on the data available to us right now, those will be pinned more toward the start of next week. So we still have a few days to watch this and hopefully get a clear idea of the forecast by the end of the week. But as of right now, things do look pretty calm for us, all things considered, especially compared to last week through Thursday and Friday.